Son of a witch? You dare yell at me? Rouge's face flushed with rage, her body trembling as fury consumed her. The insult slipped out, little bastard. In the palace, many whispered that behind Qin Chen'S back, but never to his face. After all, Qin YUECHI was the daughter of King DINGWU, the eldest miss of the Qin family. Yet in her anger, Rouge no longer cared. She jabbed her finger at Qin Chen, her lips curling into a cruel sneer. We call you young Master Chen, and you actually believe it? You're nothing but a bastard. I spit on you. Qin YUECHI's face turned iron blue. Her eyes blazed with fury as she snapped, Rouge, watch your tongue. Duster is your young master. Remember your place. You're just a servant. Rouge gave a cold laugh, arrogance dripping from every word. Miss, don't be so hasty. Madam already predicted you'd try to break your word. That's why she made her arrangements. She clapped her hands. Come, escort the eldest lady to the living room. Don't let Madam and her guest wait any longer. Bang! The door slammed open. Two Qin family guards stepped inside, their boots thudding against the floor. Miss, please come with us, one said coldly. Their eyes swept over Qin YUECHI's delicate figure, and in those eyes, greed. Though hardship had dimmed her wealth, it had only sharpened her beauty, giving her a grace both pure and untouchable. Every man in the Qin family whispered about her in secret, their thoughts far from honorable. And now, with her reputation under ZHAO QIRUI's shadow, would a little stolen touch even matter? They reached forward. But, I dare you to lay a finger on my mother. Qin Chen's voice roared like thunder. Shing! The blade left its sheath with a metallic cry. In a flash, Qin Chen stepped in front of Qin YUECHI, sword angled across his chest. His icy gaze stabbed into the guards like twin blades. An aura surged from him, unexplainable, suffocating. The guards froze. For an instant, it felt as though death itself loomed before them, a scythe pressed against their necks. A chill raced up their spines, their skin erupting in goosebumps. Their hands stalled midair. What is this? They exchanged uneasy glances. Disbelief etched across their faces. Qin Chen's body was the same, his wounds still fresh, yet his presence was terrifying. It was as if ignoring him would bring nightmares that never ended. Uncertain, they looked to Rouge. You cowards, she spat, stamping her foot. Scared of a useless bastard? Don't forget who rules this household. If you fail Madam's order, can you bear the punishment? Shame burned the guards' faces. Afraid of Qin Chen? Impossible. He was nothing, timid, fragile, the boy who couldn't even kill a chicken. If word spread that they'd been cowed by him, they'd never show their faces in the Qin family again. The guards snorted coldly, stepping forward with stiff pride. Master Chen, mind yourself. We act under Madame Zhao's orders. If you dare to resist, don't blame us for being impolite. But Qin Chen didn't flinch. His sword gleamed coldly before him, his figure rooted like an unmovable mountain. If you don't want to die, his voice rolled out like thunder from the depths of hell, then touch my mother and see what happens. The two guards froze again, their feet refusing to obey them. Qin Chen's gaze then cut toward Rouge, sharp as a blade, his voice lashed like a whip. And you, filthy dog who bullies the weak, daring to insult my mother, believe it or not, I'll have you exiled 3,000 li away. You'll rot in a brothel for the rest of your miserable life. Rouge's expression stiffened, her arrogance faltered. If matters truly spiraled out of control, perhaps Madame Zhao could protect herself. But lowly servants and guards? They'd be discarded like trash. But just then... Oh, and who exactly is exiling whom? A shrill, mocking voice sliced through the air, followed by the measured sound of footsteps approaching. Servants in embroidered robes marched in first, forming two rigid lines along the walls. Then, at the center, entered a middle-aged woman dressed in lavish palace attire. Her cloud-patterned robe shimmered with gold thread, her hairpin glittered with coral, jade, and red agate. Her fingers dripped with jeweled rings. Her every step radiated arrogance. At her side waddled a man with a bloated figure and narrow, greedy eyes. Though clad in rich garments, his lecherous stare betrayed his filth. The moment he entered, his gaze locked hungrily onto Qin YUECHI, his lips twitching with lust as if he could already taste her. "Madam." Rouge's voice cracked as her earlier arrogance collapsed into fear. She paled instantly, bowing low until her forehead nearly touched the ground. For this was none other than Madame ZHAO, mistress of DINGWU Palace, and at her side the infamous libertine ZHAO QIRUI, the debauched prince of Qi. Madame ZHAO's eyes cut to Rouge, her tone colder than frost. "Useless trash. I give you a simple task, and you manage to turn it into a circus. How did I ever tolerate such incompetence?" Rouge trembled violently, scrambling to kneel. "This servant is at fault, madam. Please punish me." "Step aside," Madame ZHAO snapped. "Your incompetence shames even my ears." "Yes, madam." Rouge slunk back to the side, her heart burning with resentment. She dared not show it, but inside she sneered. "Humph, little beast. Let's see how long your arrogance lasts now that Madame has arrived." Madame ZHAO finally turned her gaze upon Qin Chen. He stood with sword in hand, shielding Qin YUECHI like a cornered wolf cub baring its fangs. Her lips curved in a cold smile. "Well, well, my dear nephew wakes from his little coma, and suddenly he's bold enough to threaten lives and exile my servants. Ha! One would almost mistake you for the rightful heir of the Qin family." Her voice dripped with scorn, each word meant to strip away Qin Chen's dignity.